Word. Word. Troublesome 96. Yo, I said stop myself, I'm not myself. Headed into anything, knowing that I got myself. And all my enemies wishing that I shot myself. Dead, on the bed, clothes covered in red. Stop myself, I'm not myself. Headed into anything, knowing that I got myself. And all my enemies wishing that I shot myself. Dead.
What is up, y'all? Mike and Nick here with Combat Sports Today. After the long layoff, the long end of the year UFC layoff, we are back to chop it up for UFC Vegas 101. I'm excited. It's been a long time. How are you doing?
I'm good, Mike. It's good to talk to you. I'm excited to talk about some scraps. As much as I love football, as much as I love basketball, man, I mean, football season gonna be sick. I fucking hope you guys. I think the Buccaneers, by the way, just talking a little football. I know no one wants to hear it, but either way, I'm going to say it. I think the Buccaneers are like the worst team in the NFC in terms of the playoffs this year. I mean, their strength of schedule is kind of garbage. They haven't really beaten anyone that impressive besides the Lions. And Baker Mayfield is turnover prone as fuck. And I think Jaden Daniels may be one of the most impressive rookie quarterbacks we've ever seen, possibly.
Yeah, he's a dog. The only thing I'm nervous about, if let's say Lattimore plays and let's say he clamps Mike Evans, then that means the up-and-coming stud rookie receiver, Jalen McMillan, is going to be dealing with who? St. Juice? He might go for 100 on us. Bucky Irvin might go for 150 all-purpose on us. Our defense is a liability. So all I'm going to say is this. I'm not expecting to win. I'm happy we got there. It's the first year of the rebuild. We went 12-5. If we can keep the game close and we can find ourselves with possession towards the end of the game, Jaden Daniels is known to make magic happen. So I'm just happy that we got there. If we get a win, I will be satisfied for the next 5 years.
I mean, shit, bro. I really hope you're not satisfied for the next 5 years. You have a quarterback that can take you to the promised land at some point.
It's just.
Do you see? Hey, by the way, do you see the comments popping up? It looks different. Like I don't see the number of live viewers nor the comments.
I see the viewers. I don't see any comments yet. Maybe no one's commented, but I see 26.
Okay, well, maybe it's just because I'm on. Maybe it's because I'm signed into fucking my StreamYard right now. Now that I think about
it. And he's gone. Well, like I was saying, I'll chop it up a tiny bit about the Redskins, about why I said I would be happy for the next 5 years. It's not necessarily all true. It's kind of a joke. But I am happy to see the Redskins doing something in the rebuild. You know, it's year one and Nick is back. And I'm just happy that we turned it around. You know, we got a franchise quarterback. We got, you know, Terry McLaurin, franchise player. We got some dogs. As you were leaving, I was like, well, he's gone. So I guess I'm going to talk about why I would be satisfied with a playoff win. Also, because I haven't seen my team have a record like this in my entire lifetime. So 1991 was the last time the Redskins won at least 12 games. 1991, that was before I was born. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what the future has to offer. I think we might be able to pick up Garrett Wilson or T. Higgins in the offseason. I'm pretty sure T. Higgins is going to stay, but who knows? We might get Tyreek Hill if he's willing to take a pay cut. You never know, man.
Yeah, I mean, that would be interesting. I don't think you guys need to go out there and spend money on another number one wide receiver when you have Scary Terry. I think your guys' receiving core is pretty solid. Maybe get one more floater kind of guy, like maybe a Pop Douglas, who's due to be a free agent from the New England Patriots.
We definitely need someone else, though. We cannot be having Olamide Zaccheaus as our wide receiver, too. No disrespect to him. But even with De'Ami Brown, Noah Brown.
Noah Brown was hurt this year, bro, and Noah Brown can be a good number two, bro.
He can, but he drops a lot of passes. I just think if we can get Garrett, because we have the most cap space in the league, if I'm not mistaken. So we're looking good on money. This is a whole new era, bro. Josh Harris Group, I love you. We're about to be on to bigger and better things here soon.
Garrett Wilson needs to go somewhere where he's a true number one. He needs to go to like Carolina or somewhere of that nature. I think Garrett Wilson would flourish in a place like Carolina. So
yeah, that's true.
But with that being said, brother, let's talk some MMA. Let's talk some UFC. Amanda Ribas versus Mackenzie Dump Truck Dern, dog. Dumpity Truck Dern pulling through, which I think Amanda Hebos is kind of a sneaky, underrated, sexy woman as well.
Yeah, she's bad, bro. The real
Like,
one,
bro, I love her, bro. I'd give her a foot massage, brother. A mean foot massage.
You already know. You already know the vibes.
God
All
damn
right.
it.
Well, aside from the baddies, we'll get back to the baddies, but let's start it
Just
off.
so you guys know, I'm not ignoring Mike or you guys. I'm actually pulling up DraftKings on my phone right now. It's coming out of a sleeper hiatus. I use DraftKings specifically for my MMA betting. I prefer to at least use other books for other things, but
So
yes.
I got the first fight. I have it pulled up. So this could be subject to change, but I believe this is the order. First fight of the night is a lightweight bout between Narulo Aliev and Joe Selecki. Joe Selecki is stepping in on short notice. Aliev was originally supposed to fight Yamal Ashmos, which was an interesting fight based on what we've seen from Yamal so far. Aliev hasn't been active. I guess he's been out for a year and a half, 2 years at this point.
Yep.
Selecki's pretty decent, but he's not necessarily anything special. I could say well-rounded. He's decent everywhere. He's okay striking. He has great jiu-jitsu. He has decent wrestling. But if I'm going to have to make a pick in this fight, I think Aliev will be able to withstand any sort of sub-threat that he might have to deal with early. And I believe he'll use his wrestling and his control to secure 30-27 decision. I don't know if he's going to finish. I'm not sure he's known as much of a finisher, but depending on the odds, you know what? I'm not going to even get crazy in the early prelims. I'm just going to take Narulo Aliev by decision in this one.
We're on the same fighter, but different ways of finish. I think Joe Selecki is going to get gassed out like he does, attempting to scramble into different positions and submissions. His striking is super stiff. That's one thing about Joe Selecki. It's not that it's necessarily bad, which is not great either, but it's very stiff and it's very not fluid. So everything he throws is stiff, wound up, uptight, which can cause for him to gas out. And he seems to gas in every single fight, especially when the scrambles get going. Solid jiu-jitsu, solid MMA jiu-jitsu, short notice fight, which is a huge one too as well. Back against the wall, fighting against someone that the UFC definitely wants to win. 9-0 killer who had a tough fight against Rafael Alves. And I think Rafael Alves is far more athletic, far more scrambly, has just as good, if not better, jiu-jitsu and better striking. So I think we've seen this fight before on not short notice, and I don't think Joe Selecki is – I don't think he's the goods, man. I think he gets finished in rounds 2 or 3 here. Give me Nerlio by finish. The odds are dog shit, minus fucking 650, so I'm genuinely curious what it's going to be when it comes down to him by finish.
El Diatre.
El Diatre.
That's some Puerto Rican slang. That's an exclamatory statement. Like, let's say Narulo Aliev knocks out Joe Selecki in the first round with a vicious flying knee. We'll be like, El Diatre.
Ah, okay. Thank you for teaching my white ass something. I thought, see, me being white, bro, I automatically assume that's a derogatory slang towards me.
Hey, shout out Josie. Shout out Jose Combs. We about to run some Marvel Rivals after this. We about to go crazy.
Hey, thanks for dropping in, Brody. So,
and you already know TJ.
TJ, my dog, what up? I can't see the comments, so I don't know who's commenting. It's crazy. So
the boys are back. Jose says LMAO, probably at the derogatory statement to a white person.
Oh man.
We got sexy Mike and Matthew McConaughey. Let's go.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, dude.
I actually really like this next fight, bro. Fatima Climb versus Dudakova, bro. Fuck. I pronounced that name right, baby. You saw that shit?
You went crazy over there.
Well, that's a first timer for me, baby. New year, new Nick, new fucking pronunciations.
Hey,
don't get excited, y'all. It'll probably be my 1 of 4 that I pronounce right. Fatima Klein, as we all know, sick grappler, sick grappler, especially in the gi, but solid no-gi grappler. She got pretty toes. Dudakova is, I think she's overrated. I don't think she's the good. I feel like her name really reminds what's homegirl from PFL? Can you what's the homegirl from PFL, please? You know who I'm talking about? Did you freeze up, Mike?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, you did. What's homegirls from PFL's name? Dakota
Ditcheva?
Yeah,
Ditcheva?
so Dakota. So I feel like people, I swear to God, I think people mentally mix these two names up because Dudakova Dudakova, I knew I was going to fuck it up somehow, is not the goods. Fatima Climb is going to find her way into a scramble position and choke her ass out. Give me Fatima Climb by sub, minus 800 money line. You can't really do anything with that. But when the sub line drops, if it's anything plus 150 or above, it's worth taking. The issue is it's probably going to be like a shitty ass even line. And we never take a woman's finish at an even line. Get the fuck out of here.
Thoughts on Raul Rosas? Him.
It's funny. So random ass story that I haven't been able to tell since we've been off. I know I sent you the picture of it. I went out to a bar 3 or 4 weeks ago, Gracie's bar, and me, my homegirl, and my buddy, we went out to Denny's afterwards. Who the fuck is there at 2 a.m. on Grand Avenue and Thomas Avenue at Denny's? Raul Rosas Jr. Random as fuck with a bunch of dude wearing Jackson gear. It's literally 2 a.m. at a ghetto ass Denny's off of Grand Avenue in Phoenix, Arizona. And I was like, it smells like chihuahuas in here. And I had to ask him, I was like, bro, what are you even doing here? And I guess he was here for a concert. He must have posted something on a story, or someone they knew posted on a story, because a whole ass group of paisitas come up, bro, like a group of 8 fools, run up in the Denny's, take a photo with this fool, and dip. They don't even sit down to eat. They don't order nothing. They literally ran up in Denny's on Grand Avenue to go take a photo of Raul Rosas and dip. By the way, dude is tiny. I cannot believe that shit. Either way, my thoughts on him, hell of a grappler. Striking's getting better. And the thing about these young cats that have good grappling base and good cardio, which he does, and he's tough as fuck, those are all things you can build on. Raul Rosas probably a top 10 contender for the next 5 to 10 years to come, realistically.
Yeah, he's a dog, a youthful dog.
And thank you, TJ. It's Ditchva. I guess that's how we pronounce it. Dakota Ditchva, I guess.
No, I think he messed up on air. Yeah, Victoria Dudakova, at this point I think she's like plus 650. I'm gonna throw a 10 banger on her just to for the Nick theory play. Just
theory.
Because
and I am gonna naturally play the theory play. I
don't care how good Fatima
First female fight of the night, first fight card of the year, you got to play the theory, baby.
And she's a massive dog. Fatima Klein by finish, yes, but also a sprinkle on Dudakova because the odds are a little bit crazy for my liking. That's a donation. It could be a surprise win, but all I'm going to say is
all you're going to say is that you froze, Big Mike. So when you come back to us.
Damn, it's crazy. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now. So all you're going to say is.
All I'm going to say is don't hammer Victoria Dudakova. It's a shot in the dark, but her odds are a little bit too juice for my liking. Also, it's crazy that I'm freezing because everything's working. Like when I was frozen on your end, you were still working. So I'm like, what the fuck? It looks like it's working on my end too.
Yeah, bro, you can keep freezing on me, bro. You look damn good. So I'm okay with that. Take a picture.
Hopefully I don't freeze at a crazy. All right, bet. So we both got Fatima Klein, but Victoria Dudakova's odds are crazy, worth a tiny sprinkle.
Definitely going to take a sprinkle on it, just because anyone that's new here or anyone that hasn't heard it before, I have a theory that it's what we call a theory play. I play theory plays all the time. Never play them too heavy, but just for fun. Every single fight card, I take the first underdog female of the night. Last year, it hit at the end of the year. It really tailed off. It wasn't as good, but in the first half of the year, it hit it like a 17-6 clip. The first female underdog of the night would just somehow, some way find a way to upset, especially if the odds are ranging anywhere from plus 200 to plus 600. There was just something magical about that plus 200 to plus 600 range for these female underdogs. It was fucking insane. It was something that I started doing when Veronica Hardy beat up on Juliana Miller, and Veronica Hardy, believe it or not, was a plus 370 to fucking Juliana Miller. Can you fucking believe that? Juliana Miller is one of the most garbage fighters I've ever seen in my goddamn life. She he-haws her way into a shitty clinch position and then gets dumped on her head to play on her back and play jujitsu. That's not even that good. Holy fuck, what a steal. So with that being said, if anyone wants to tail the theory play, taking Dudakova at plus 650, a little bit past that sweet mark, but fuck it, bro. First female underdog of the night. And if it hits, you're a happy camper. Because honestly, if you play Fatima Klein and you're really not playing her any other way besides submission, which is her route to victory here, I guess decision could be a little juicy, just in case the fact that the odds will be juicy. And on top of that, it's female underdog MMA, or it's, women MMA. So
Next fight, we got a lightweight bout between Magomed Gadzhiesulov and Bruno Lopez. What are you thinking for this one?
So Bruno Lopez is like so plotty and slow, but he went life or death with someone he should have beat the dog shit out of last time. Like, it was not necessarily an impressive win. He gassed out in the third round. To me, this is a matchup of gas bags. And I always stay away from the fights worth of the gas bags. I'm going to take Godzi purely based off, I think this is the guy the UFC wants to win. This is definitely the fight I watched the least amount of tape on too, because I don't think either one of these guys are going to be in the UFC for really a decent amount of time. Godzi won't get much past this level. And so, bro, Bruno is so fucking slow. He plods. He projects everything from a country mile away. He throws baseballs from Texas, quite frankly. So give me Godzi by WrestleFuck. Both are going to gas. Maybe Godzi's on a little bit of good juice. Maybe he gets the finish. I have zero interest in betting this fight. For me, this is a complete pass fight. Let me go see what the odds are first before I say that, actually.
They're not that. I mean, if you're confident, like if somebody was very confident in Magomed, he's undefeated and he's minus 238 sitting on DraftKings right now.
I mean, honestly, that's probably the only thing that doesn't make that a steal of a line is the cardio. If he had incredible cardio, or not even incredible, just cardio that you can trust, that you can definitely hang your hat on, I think that's a steal of a line. But the fact is that you do have to worry about him gassing out just a little bit. And Bruno Lopez, I don't know what it is, bro. Like that Ribeiro loss, because you know what I think about Brenton Ribeiro. He's not UFC caliber. And the fact that he went tit for tat with that motherfucker is absolutely mind-boggling.
Dude, he was minus 900 in that fight. And do
you remember what he closed at? Do you remember what he closed at live during the fight? Bro, he was on even money with Ribeiro, brother. I took a bet on Ribeiro. Like, I was watching it and I was like, bro, I don't know. There's an opportunity that Ribeiro won here. So, I don't know, bro. And you know what's funny, too, is do you know who Bruno Lopez's only loss is?
Ribeiro.
It's Ribeiro.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me, bro. Like, I don't know. I have no interest in this fight. I guess if you think the guy, honestly, I wish the odds were better dog money on Lopez for him just to kind of plot and not get WrestleFuck, because if they strike,
nuke him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Just drop a fucking bomb on him, especially when he gets tired. So I rambled on way too long about a fight I have no interest in. My apologies. What do you got, Big Mike?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. If there's any fight I care about the least on this card, I feel like it's not even close. It's this one. I don't like Magomed Gadzhiesulov. I mean, Bruno Lopez is cool. At least like he can be exciting. Magomed Gadzhiesulov will probably just WrestleFuck him, most likely to a decision. I know he has some finishes on his record. I think he has a 66% finish rate, 5 knockouts, 1 submission, I think, and then a few decisions as well. Fucking Bruno he's a finisher though. So if anything, if Bruno double chance is above plus 400, I might take a stab at that. Other than that, I'm going to stay away from this fight. But I guess I like Gadzhiesulov to WrestleFuck.
Yeah, and even then, you're like, watch this fool get tired as fuck by the second round. You froze again, just so you know if you can hear me. So first year, we're having some technical difficulties, like we're Morning Combat, bro. First year blues, it's sick.
Yeah, I don't understand why my Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi. I pay for the expensive one.
I think I spoke too soon, because the next fight, no doubt, is actually the fight I had the least most interest in, which is Nicole Cagliari versus Ernesta Carcate. And you technically have a short Brazilian, strong as fuck grappler versus a kickboxing kind of garbage girl. And I don't understand these lines. That I do have interest in this fight because of the lines. How the fuck is Ernesta minus 258? She went life or death with Carly Judice. Like, Deonna Barbosa is not a fucking impressive. Like, what? What are we talking about here? In fact, give me the dog. Give me Nicole Calicari plus 210. I'll take the money line straight. And in fact, give me her by sub 2. Fuck that. She's going to take down the shitty wannabe kickboxer and she's gonna fucking wrestle fuck her, and then possibly fucking sub her. Plus 210 Nicole Calicari. I have a lot of interest in this fight. Fuck that. This is my first official play of the night. Nicole Calicari, stamp that bitch. Nick Rantz, number 1. Fuck y'all.
Oh man,
I started remembering that armbar she hit on Contender Series. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm taking the strong, dankety, pretty-toed Brazilian, dog.
It's hard for me. Like I see what you're saying. I kind of like Cagliari, but I actually have been impressed with Kark Skate. Her fight on Dana White's Contender Series was amazing. She doesn't get tired. Dione Barbosa beat her, I guess. I don't know. Did she beat her? Dione Barbosa beat her?
Yeah, Dione Barbosa beat her, bro. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I know Barbosa fucking smashes and shit like that.
Well, Barbosa's a pretty, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, she's a pretty significant submission artist or submission threat as well. And she wasn't able to submit Kark Skate. That's the only thing that makes me worried about Cagliari. Does Cagliari have better jiu-jitsu than Dione Barbosa?
Oh, I would say so.
She might have better cardio.
I would say so. I mean, she has nothing but finishes by submission, bro. So, and honestly, bro, like, I don't know, just something about Calicari's fucking body makes me want to take her, dog. So give me Nicole, dog. Nick is meeting Nicole, dog. We're doing that shit.
I like it. I mean, if the odds are juicy, I might just tail that blindly, but I'm nervous. I feel like Kark Skate might be able to keep her distance and kind of just strike at range. Cagliari has 5 knockouts.
Damn, is she just smashing by sub lately then in that case?
She has 5 knockouts. She has 3 straight submission wins. She did get subbed by Kay Hansen, though, some time ago. In Invicta FC 2019, she got subbed by Kay Hansen.
How do you want to bet against that, bro?
Kay Hansen at one time was a prospect.
I'd lick her fucking face, bro.
Yeah, she's pretty bad, but also she's 6 inches shorter. So that's another cause for concern. She's giving up 6 inches in height.
Bro, that shit means
she's giving up 9 inches in reach too, bro.
Bro, I don't care, bro. I'm taking her fine ass, bro. Like I said, we all know I didn't tape the fuck out of this fight for nothing. This is a purely heart and toes pick, baby.
All right, we're on different sides on this one. You got Cagliari. I might take her sub if it's juicy enough. She has 3 straight, and Ernesta Kark Skate by decision for me. The next fight, I'm just saying,
how the fuck do I take a girl that I have never been impressed with, especially in her last 2 fights, the Judice one and then the fucking Barboza one? How do I not take a girl? How do I not take the chance to fade her against someone that's going to be a plus 210 dog?
Dude, Judice is a badass. I was very impressed with Ernesta Kark Skate and her fight again. I thought Judice won.
Bro, Judice definitely won that fight, But Judice is not a badass, okay?
Dude, her last fight was a banger. She was out there striking.
Just sound like a hater, bro. Like, I better stop before Judice comes and fucking beats my ass.
Dude, Judice is young and has fucking hands, bro. I think she could be decent. But either way, the next fight, we got a welterweight bout between Preston Parsons and Jacoby Smith. I'm actually very excited for this one. Parsons is stepping in on short notice. Or no, Jacoby Smith is stepping in on short notice. Preston Parsons was supposed to fight that Swedish guy with the crazy tattoos. Gustafson and Jacoby Smith, dude. I've been waiting for this guy to make his debut in the UFC. He hasn't faced 2 high. Was that a beat?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm tapping my grinder.
I was like, yo, did you put on GarageBand? All right. No, Jacoby Smith, dude. I have been waiting for him to make his debut. I know this one's on short notice, but it's a perfect matchup for him. Preston Parsons isn't the great. He's good. He's strong, good wrestler, good jiu-jitsu, kind of a journeyman. He did beat my boy Semi, but Jacoby Smith, in my opinion, is the truth. And we haven't seen him fight against many high-level opponents yet. But the way that he fights and with his wrestling background, first of all, his ground and pound is vicious. His takedowns are insane. He landed that super crazy, like, jump up, knock the other dude's knee in. I don't even know what you would call that on Contender Series. He was massively impressive to me, and I would be inclined to say Jacoby Smith is able to find a ground and pound finish in this fight. What's his odds? Oh, he's minus 535. God damn.
Bro,
TKO is probably going to be minus 150.
bro. It'd probably be minus 200. His double chance is going to be juiced to shit. That's the only thing is the only way to bet this card is like you're going to have to be really slick about how you bet this card. Maybe what you do is you go to DraftKings where they're going to have fight stats and hopefully hope that his 2 takedowns is, over 1.5 at even money. And then you hope that Preston Parsons can get up one time. That's really what kind of how I'm thinking about playing this fight. They haven't dropped the props and the stats yet, but I couldn't agree more. I think Jacoby Smith's going to, quite frankly, dog walk this guy. And I think once that train gets, and Preston Parsons is tough, but he's not going to out-jits him. He's not going to out-scramble him anywhere, and he's not going to outstrike him, unfortunately. So give me Jacoby Smith. And honestly, I'm really hoping the under opens up at 2.5, because if it did, I would smash the under, especially if it's a good line. That's the one thing is we're waiting on a bunch of different numbers, bro. Like the Selecki Narella fight, and of course this fight are 2 of the only ones that don't have a fucking under yet, an over/under.
Right. Yeah, the short notice. I'm just really excited for Jacoby Smith. Anyone who's watching this, I'm calling it here. I do think Jacoby Smith is going to be a problem at the welterweight division. We haven't seen a wrestler with the tenacity that he has since. I mean, I don't want to compare him to Usman, but his wrestling, from what I've seen so far, he's going to have to prove it to me. But his wrestling is vicious, and his ground and pound is vicious. And I think this kid is special. I really hope he shows us a glimmer of that in his debut this weekend against Preston Parsons on short notice. I think Jacoby Smith has some pretty solid tools, and if they use him and move him correctly, he could make his way into the rankings. I think he's going to be a problem because the welterweight division, a lot of the young guys are very talented strikers. We don't have that many super wrestler and grappler types, except for Sean Brady, obviously Shavkat, Ian Gary proved he has great grappling as well. But heavy guys.
I have something to say about all 3 of them. Sean Brady isn't your traditional grappler. He's a great cage wrestler with underrated jiu-jitsu, but he's not an outright pure wrestler grappler. It's not a pure form of wrestling like where you have with Jacoby Smith, who was at Oklahoma State. Is that where he's from? Oklahoma State, right? I know it's a high-ass level college. But Shavkat,
Oklahoma State.
It's okay. So it was, which is crazy, top 3 program in the fucking nation. And then you have someone like Shavkat who has incredible finishing skills, killer ability, but his wrestling is not great. And his cage wrestling is oddly suspect. He's great from the clinch and getting people down, especially after dogging them, but his overall grappling is not great. And you said Ian Gary, brother, stop it.
Dude, he arguably.
I know he has good grapple, but we're not calling him a grappler. And that's my point about Shavkat. But you made my point about Shavkat, though, right? Like that counterbalances my point about Shavkat. Is that Ian Gary's grappling looks so incredible, especially in that 5th round, that it kind of proves my point that Shavkat's not the killer finishing instincts, and he has super solid submissions, but he's not the grappler. So maybe Jacoby Smith is that guy to bring kind of back that old school American wrestling style.
Make welterweight wrestling great again, baby. He's about to do it.
So, I wouldn't be mad at it. This fucking next fight, bro, it's my favorite dog of the day. I'm just going to give away my pick now. I've seen Trey Ogden's line move from a plus 210 all the way to a plus 150 now. Thiago Moises is super underwhelming always. His method of victory here is either a overhand left from fucking Texas, or he has to sub him. Trey Ogden's a fucking greasy, slimy American garage dude that works on cars. Not literally. I'm making an exaggeration of how I see him. And he'll just throw the fucking wrenches at you all day. Like his fight IQ, bro, ever since he started coaching himself, his fight IQ has just gotten next level, bro. I like Trey Ogden a lot personally. Give me Trey Ogden here at plus 150. I think he's going to win a 29-28 decision. I think you can even play a buy split decision here because I can see it definitely being tricky. Give me Trey Ogden here. I think you can take him pre-fight, and I think you're going to really like him live at some point. You're going to see Thiago Moises shooting from fucking Pan America. He's going to be missing shots. Trey Ogden's going to be annoying him with that pop shot jab that he throws out, but he always builds each round. Trey Ogden's always someone that you think, okay, he's going to fuck up here. He's going to fuck up here. But every single round, somehow he drags the fight to the mat. He holds control once he has the fight to the mat. And he continuously pops shit out, little single jabs and things of that nature. Everyone kind of looks back on the fight with Jordan Levis that he lost on short notice, might I add. How many fucking parlays has Trey Ogden fucked you over on? You know, I guarantee there's a bunch of people out there that are fucked over by Trey Ogden because he always comes through in the most grimy spots. I think he does it again here. I think Thiago Moises is damaged goods. And not that Trey Ogden is a killer finisher, but he's a grinder, man. And I just don't see how Thiago Moises wins this fight besides submission. Give me the grinder. I'll take Trey Ogden.
Dude, I honestly think because people hate on Thiago Moises. I've always liked him. He has let me down a few times, but at the same time, like, look at his losses.
Well, he has that thing that I like is when you look at someone's losses, you look at those things. That's what I do like is like his losses are all fucking killers.
Dogs.
Bro.
He loses to dogs.
Yeah,
and
the Joel Alvarez of the world, the Armands of the world, the Demir Ismagulabs of the world.
Islam.
Like
so for me, I think this. So Trey Ogden has been looking pretty solid lately, especially with his ability to control the fight. He was outstriking Nicholas Mata, which was cool, but he also had the threat of the takedown there. He was controlling the fuck out of Kurt Hollabaugh. But for me, if I'm looking at levels, like, yeah, Trey Ogden's a good jiu-jitsu practitioner, but so is Moises. And I think Trey Ogden's going to look to get the grappling involved, and I feel like it's going to, I think it's going to be to his detriment. I do think Thiago Moises is live to finish this fight, and I see a lot of people on Trey Ogden this week, dude. A lot of people are on Trey Ogden, and one thing, not that this is mostly superstition, what I'm about to say, but like I see when everyone is like, the whole community is on the same dog.
But it's not superstition, bro. It's real.
That motherfucker's gonna lose, bro. I swear to God. I'm gonna go against the public this time around, and I'm gonna take Thiago Moises. He's 29 years old. He has had a lot of losses, but he loses to dogs. And I think because like obviously he beat Mitch Ramirez 2 fights ago. He recently lost to Ludovic Klein, but overall, based on Thiago Moises' last like 6-7 fights, he's a step down.
His last few wins just aren't, bro. Chris Giagos. Garbage. Fucking garbage.
Yeah. I mean, he's not good, but his loss is like it's a step down from the guys he loses to.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like
a couple steps down.
Ludovic climbs for real. Saint Benis a gas bag. We all knew he was a gas bag, though. We all knew at some point outside of that Dos Santos fight that he had that he was going to have to go in there and gas out with someone. So,
and Moises was landing on him, dude.
And just so you know, I don't think it's a bad favorite to take, especially if the line keeps moving in the light that it's going to be. I would not doubt come fight time that it's almost even money. Trey Ogden, I've seen this line move from 210 to plus 150. Come fight time, if the movement keeps happening, Trey Ogden's going to be a plus 120 come fight time, and that's where you take your value pick. Maybe if people really like Godzi, because I don't think really Bruno Lopez has that much for Godzi, you take possible gas bag Godzi and Thiago Moises and make a solid little plus 150 parlay. Actually, I don't have a lot of resolutions this year, but I do have a betting resolution. I'm not trying to do any more 3 or 4 leggers, bro. I'm trying to keep it to 2 legs and straights. Right. I'm just fucking so sick of seeing anything from touchdown parlays all the way to fight parlays to where I'm fucking pissed because I did 5 legs and it went 4 or 5 and I didn't round robin. Or I'm fucking pissed because I did 4 legs and it went 3 or 4. But every time I do 2 leggers, I'm not happy, say, with the juice that I'm squeezing, but damn it, I'm always happy with the wins. And that's what this shit's about, man. If you're not betting for fun, you're betting for wins. And this year, I'm betting for fucking money, dog. I'm betting to fucking kill the fucking game, bro. Like, it's fucking time.
6 leggers for UFC, all methods, 5 out of 6 hit. And I'm like, damn, bro, why didn't I just do 4?
And that's the issue is like, you at this point, you can't really predict which one's going to lose. So you have to take the ones you feel super confident about, uberly confident about, and ride with them and take 2 legs and keeping it moving. I'm still going to take a play on Trey Ogden. This doesn't change my mind, and the public being on him doesn't change my mind just because stylistically, the way I think Thiago Moises wins this fight is submission, and I think Trey Ogden's just grimy enough to get out of it. And one thing I do know about Trey Ogden is he has good fight IQ. So... And again, his losses besides Jordan Levin are bad, bro. Ignacio Maja Mendez is a fucking beast, bro. And a completely different style matchup. And he's also like 28 inches longer than fucking Thiago Moises is. And so we're on different sides here. This is a true Mike versus Nick episode, it feels like, bro. We've been on a few different sides now. So
let's go. I'm excited about that fight.
This
I'm
fight,
also excited about the next fight. I got my fucking boy,
Ihor I
Potieria.
fucking knew it.
My fucking
Fuck
boy.
you.
My boy.
And his
Ihor
stubborn ass
Potieria
is finally getting finished.
against Marco Tulio. And let me just say it right now. Let me just say it like this.
Say it.
I'm going with Ihor. Marco Tulio is not impressive. And I'm going off vibes. I like Ihor. But at the end of the day, I'm not sold on Tulio. Let me see the odds. Let me get some crazy odds. Potieria plus 380. Yeah, that's going in there. And Potieria by knockout, because why the fuck not? I haven't been super impressed with Marco Tulio. I know obviously they're setting up Marco most likely, just like they've been doing to my boy Ihor. They're setting him up to get fucked. And that last fight he had against Cesar Almeida, he had moments and then Almeida would just cheat. And it was like the most blatant cheating I've ever seen. And the referee was refusing to do anything about it. There was 5 separate occasions where there should have been 2 points taken in that fight. And that's an Ihor dub. I would have won my bet if the ref did his fucking job. And on top of that, Marco Tulio, I mean, who has he beat? I'm looking at his fights right now.
He beat that long kickboxer that sucks from the Contender Series, Bulgaria or whatever. He beat Pedro Oliveira, that was like a decently respectable vet on the Brazilian local scene. But outside of that, really nobody. But the one thing is this motherfucker does have fights that he's gone to decision, and he has second and third round finishes. And Ihor's a stubborn motherfucker, but Ihor sucks. I'm sorry.
Dude, his striking's pretty good.
Ihor sucks. His wins, bro, his wins against old ass 49-year-old decrepit, grab that motherfucker a walker, Mauricio Shogun Hua. Respect to the legend, but it is what it is. And then Robert Barsack, who was on death's door to a shitty weight cut. Fuck out of here.
Hey, even his losses, he puts up good fights. He has moments where the fight could be finished, and then he just can't get it done. But against Marco Tulio, who has lost once by knockout, he's going to go in there thinking, oh, they're setting me up for this fight. I'm going to go in here and steamroll this guy, and I'm going to be 1-0 in the UFC. And guess what? Ihor Potieria he's going to soil his debut.
I have one bet for this fight for everybody.
Ihor by knockout. I agree with you, man.
Under 1.5, guys. Someone's going night.
Under 1.5 is probably pretty.
And someone's going night at plus money in under 7.5 minutes. Ride with me, boys. Ride with me, dog.
The only thing is, Ihor's tough, man. And if he's gonna get finished, though, like we've seen it in the past, he stays getting finished in the second round.
In the second round, it's hilarious.
So
it's always like a Dustin Stolfus. I love betting that guy to get finished in the second round. There is something about him that 2 minutes passed in the second round, and he's like, "Okay, I'm out." It's like the SpongeBob, or it's like the Tom and Jerry meme. I'm out. Like, bro, nah, bro. Yeah, give me personally, it's kind of hard to bet this fight, but give me the under 1.5. That's how I'm gonna take it.
I like
Someone's
that.
going to sleep early, so all right. Seriously, next dog is the next dog. Felipe Burns versus Jose Johnson, and we have props on DraftKings for it already, so I know what I'm gonna take, and it's juicy, brother. Juicy.
I know what I'm taking too, and it sounds like it's on the other side, bro.
We have Jose Johnson, who trains at Wave Combat Sports, which, if you know, is under Coach Micah B, who has a sick Muay Thai page. I love following his shit. Striking tutorials, smart dude, handsome dude, by the way. This dude fucking trains out of a Muay Thai specific gym. Okay? Felipe Burns has fucking sick jiu-jitsu, dog. And it's that MMA brown belt jiu-jitsu, as I call it, to where he has control and submissions and punches, and he mixes it all together and meshes it all together. He had a bad weight cut last fight. I understand that. But Jose Johnson's like a 6-foot fucking flyweight. Like, he's going to have a tough weight cut.
He made his weight cut easy last time out.
And he may do it again because he seems like a consummate professional. That's one thing. He's always in the gym from following him on IG. I respect Plantino for that. My bet at plus 600, dog. Not only am I going to take Burns at plus 150, former LFA champion, high-level fights, good cardio, even though he slowed down in his last fight. Could have been the UFC jitters. You never fucking know. With that being said, hey, yo, my boy James, my dog. Boy, James in the chat. That's my fucking boy. Blue belt and soul. Be beating my ass. That's my brother right there. Give me Felipe Burns by submission. Plus 600, my G. Thick grappling against a fighter fighting out of a Muay Thai gym. Woo-wee! Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Felipe Burns submission. Plus 600 straight bet. It's going to be plus 450 by fight time. Guaranteed. Yeah. So what is your fucking bet?
And I'm
what
on
is
the
your
bet,
Big Mike?
You say Jose Johnson fights out of a Muay Thai gym, but that motherfucker's jiu-jitsu is slick and he's long. And he's
long as shit.
I do not rate Felipe Bunez. I don't rate him highly at all. And I think
it's not Johnson, Burns. I called him Burns. Shit.
Yeah, fuck him, whoever he is. But either way, I think Jose Johnson is live for a submission of his own at plus 500. And the way that I'll take it, actually, since the odds are out, let me look at the.
You know what the way I'm going to take it is I'm going to take both. I'm going to take both subs. How about that? Because I think it is going to come down to a grappling contest.
And Johnson is sneaky, bro. He almost submitted Almabayev.
And he's so long that those triangles come out of nowhere, both not only from the bottom half of like a leg triangle, but arm triangles, head and arm triangles, and things of that nature. So,
dude, I
think you just gave me one of my favorite double side plays of the week, to where I'm just hoping fight ends in submission. Let's go see what the odds for that are. Actually,
I had Jose Johnson by submission in his last fight because I'm a sniper, and it was plus 2,400 against Almabayev. And bro,
my boy said because I'm a sniper,
he almost had it, bro. Well, when I say sniper in that regard, is I've seen Jose Johnson plus 2,400, and I'm like, that is way too fucking high. He's going against a guy who is very possibly him. But at the end of the day, Jose Johnson, like, he has the length, the height that he has, he's live for multiple different types of submissions. And his jiu-jitsu is actually slick. He has 3 wins by sub, 5 by knockout. His double chance money is plus 180, but submission is plus 500. I think Jose Johnson is very live to get a finish against a guy who I just do not think has the goods for the UFC. And I truly believe Jose Johnson does.
Well, I respect that. Who did Jose Johnson fight in his last fight? He did not look not
Almabayev.
No.
He did pretty good.
No, did he fight someone before that?
Before that, he fought at 135 on short notice against Damon Blackshear.
Oh, no wonder he didn't look good then, because Blackshear beat him up.
But he was doing good until he got twisted. He literally got fucking twisted.
I felt like he wasn't doing good. I don't think he looked impressive at all that fight.
I mean, it wasn't. They were just kind of scrambling, and then
maybe that was just leaving a bad taste in my mouth, quite frankly. So,
but I bet on Damon Blackshear by sub in that fight, so I feel like I don't have a Jose Johnson bias. I think Jose Johnson has the goods, and I think he can. I think he can be a solid. Like, the fact that he made that weight cut easily, I'm like, bro, I guess his body type permits him to be like that. But we have 6 foot tall heavyweights. And it's crazy that he's able to get to 125 with little to no issue, at least from what we've seen. I like Jose Johnson here. Maybe I am biased. I can't tell. I feel like he's a very talented fighter. And
if you're asking yourself if you're biased, you're absolutely biased.
I don't know, though, because I'm like, do I really like him? I really see him winning, and I see him winning inside the distance. He's
definitely gonna have the length advantage. He's gonna have the better striking. Cardio seems same if we're going on last performances. If we're going on 2 performances ago, I guess not. Maybe because I didn't even think about the short notice fact for 135. You're kind of swaying me towards Jose Johnson here a little bit, oddly. I can't lie about that.
But Abunez snipe a sub shot like as a hedge, or like inside the distance as a hedge.
Quite frankly, I would just take them both by sub, because I don't think Bunez is going to get knocked out. If Jose
got TKO by Josh Van.
Yeah, that's fucking Josh Van. He punches the body every 10 fucking seconds. Josh Van is literally like, he's the cheat code when it comes to MMA, because he's 22. The only thing that sucks about him is God can't make him all perfect. He has a button for a chin. Sucks. If he didn't have a button for a chin, he'd probably be like the perfect 125er. He can scramble. His grappling's getting piece by piece better. He punches the body and punches up top. If he wasn't chinny, he'd be like, he'd be the biggest prospect at 125 right now. We wouldn't even be questioning it.
Right.
I mean, he's fine. Think about his losses. I mean, his loss against Energy is based. He was up that fight, quite frankly. So He
And
was
he
1-1.
he beat
It
the
was
shit
1-1
out of
on one
Mackenzie Dern.
George's card and the 2-all on the other. So, and then I mean, I know with Chirez, he also got clipped, but that's are the issues is that he's chinny. But we've seen fighters, it's weird. Like guys like Andre Arlovsky, who used to get fucking nuked, have a long ass career after getting nuked plenty of times, just learning how to fight against it. Josh Van's the fucking man. So I don't take anything away from getting knocked out by body punching Josh Van. And
hey, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Bro, be fast, bro. Piss as fast as you can.
I'm gonna be quick, and then we getting into the main card. Let's get it.
Just kidding. Yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts here on Pele Soriano versus Euros Medic. Euros Medic, Alaskan's Great Wonder. Him by knockout at plus 140 seems juicy to me. Puglia Soriano doesn't really wrestle like he used to. He has cardio issues, which I'm always curious about. And I don't think he's going to be wrestling on the level of someone like, what's the caveman looking motherfucker's name that just wrestle fucked Euros Medic? Orobai. So Pele's not the same kind of wrestler, doesn't have the same gas tank. I think he's going to chase takedowns. And when he chases takedowns and Uros defends these takedowns, I think he's going to get up at some point, clip him with a knee coming up the middle, maybe some uppercuts. Hopefully he works the Josh Van route and works the body like he used to in his first few fights. Give me Euros Medics here. I like Euros Medic. He's minus 218, so he's one of those parlay pieces you can find. And I feel oddly confident about him. I don't think it's going to be rather close specifically, but you could also take Euros Medic by knockout at plus 140, which isn't the greatest juice. You're probably, squeezing your teeth at that point, but it's a possibility. I mean, even if you think Euros Medic wins, plus a decision is plus 300 right now. So if you think that Pele Soriano is tough enough and he works a good enough game plan with Extreme Couture that he can make it all 3 rounds, fuck it. Take him by decision right there. So that's my thought. I was just giving my breakdown on Euros Medic versus Pele. I'll give you what I said really quickly. I said whatever. I think Soriano's the gas bag. Long story short, I don't think he's going to wrestle as good as Orobai, and I think Medic could find the finish there, but I think the best bet would be Medic by decision at plus 300. In terms of best bet. But I think what I think happens is I think Medic probably gets a later stoppage, probably second half of the second round, maybe the third round.
Yeah, I can see. So a lot of people have been saying, Punahele Soriano used to fight. What's up, Fu? Let's go.
Hey, it's the boy Fu. Speaking of the Fu, Orobai, that's his fucking photo.
But no, what I was saying was, so people have been talking about Punahele used to fight at middleweight. Medic used to fight at lightweight, so he's going to be smaller. A lot of people forget this motherfucker, Euros Medic, has fought at middleweight, and he's a very, very good striker. Bro, and also he has one of the coolest nicknames with his last name spelling Medic, and his name is the Doctor.
That is low-key hard as fuck,
yeah, that shit is tough. And so what I can see happening, kind of similar as how Roman Kopylov was able to finish Punahele Soriano, because Medic is looking at that. He's a big guy, he's muscular, but I think Medic is going to go for the body and he's going to find his way because he has 100% finish rate too. And I don't think Punahele Soriano is going to be the guy that he cannot finish. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to the judges' scorecards, but at the same time, it's only plus 300 for him to go to decision, and he has never won by decision before. So I'll be going with Euros Medic inside the distance. Probably, obviously, he doesn't get subs, but
is it plus? He's still at least dog money for double chance, just so you know. Plus,
might as
plus
well.
140 by knockout. So,
bro, he's
honestly
the
30 cents isn't worth it to me for a possible club and sub. So I would still fucking take the plus 110 comparatively to the plus 140. So
yeah. I'm big on Euros Medic this week. I like Punahele Soriano.
Couldn't agree more, Elias. Sexiest main card all year. Pretty toes and beautiful hoes, baby.
You already know.
You got Dump Truck Dern and Pretty Feet Ribas. Heights.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch Euros fight.
This next fight, bro, is actually my overall. I was been looking through this. My favorite play on the card is the next fight. My favorite play of the whole fucking card.
Sounds like we on the opposite side.
Again?
It sounds like it by what you're saying. All right, go in. Roman Kopylov and Chris Curtis, middleweight bout.
Whoa. That's not the same fight I'm on. I had Bashy.
Oh, no, I missed it. Christian Rodriguez and Austin Bashy.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
Featherweight fight between Christian Rodriguez, C-Rod, and Austin Bashy. I missed it somehow.
The prospect murderer, Christian Rodriguez, C-Rod, versus another prospect. Bro, what is up with his management team? Do they do this on purpose?
Yeah, bro. They're like, fuck it. He'll fight anyone.
You know, the difference is he's fighting Austin Bashy here. Bashy by finish is plus 275.
You think he can finish C-Rod?
I think he finishes C-Rod. C-Rod has good boxing, but he's super mediocre everywhere else except for the fact of cardio, and he won't die, right? Austin Bashy has great 3-round cardio, multiple decisions to his name, 3 rounds. God, he was so fucking dominant in his contender series. How you feel about how you feel about Jacob Smith? I feel similar about Austin Bashy.
Okay, man, well, because I feel high as fuck on Jacoby Smith.
I'm high as fuck on Austin Bashy, bro. Good striking, calm in the pocket, strong as fuck, good cardio. He has everything I like. And how does C-Rod win his fights? He lets motherfuckers gas on C-Rod. Raul gassed on C-Rod, pushed him to the limit and gassed on him. Dolgarian gassed on C-Rod, pushed him to the limit and gassed on his ass. Like, it's just, to me, is C-Rod's, he's a good fighter. He's good everywhere, right? And I think his boxing is above average. But I think Austin Bashy is great grappling, great ground and pound, solid striking, maybe not as good as Chris with hands. And I think the cardio maxes out and builds together. And C-Rod's going to be everybody's favorite dog this week, which I love because it's going to keep Austin Bashy's line within reach for me. Austin Bashy money line is my favorite money line of the week, even though it's only a minus 220, which isn't great.
What I like?
But, bro, him by finish at plus 270 is worth it to me. And this is one of those perfect 2-legger parlays you find for me. Give me Austin Bashy at minus 270, and I can go find another line like Euros Metis.
No, but look at this. So this is not juice, but like I am supremely confident in Jacoby Smith. You're supremely confident in Austin Bashy. Them two together, obviously Jacoby Smith is minus 535, but them two together, minus 161. That's not crazy. $100.
That's still a good. Those are the plays you have to play straight on.
Right.
Anything minus 200 and below, you can play straight. That's what people are scared to make money. It's like, what's wrong if I put $100 on a minus fucking 161 and I make $70 back? There's nothing wrong with that. Give me my money, dog.
That could be my favorite parlay of the week.
I honestly think let's ride the Nick and Mike parlay.
2 big favorites, but fuck it. They're going to win. That's minus 161. Let me just take my money. Let me stop being crazy and let me just take my money.
And I know C-Rod is going – I really think that this is the fight. And again, I respect C-Rod. I think this is the fight that the prospect kills the prospect killer. I think it's time. Bashy's good, bro. Like, I'm high on him, bro. He's good everywhere, too. He's one of these new age MMA kids. He didn't start from one fucking singular sport and had to meld everything together. He's been melding it since he was a fucking kid. He probably had a dad that's been having hit pads to shooting double legs since he was a baby. So I don't know his exact background. I really don't follow fighters on Instagram. I'm going to be honest. I follow coaches and I follow gyms. I don't follow fighters. It feels kind of dick ridey to me. So I don't really know Austin Bashy's background, but I really do too.
Austin Bashy, I love that, man.
I really do too, bro. I think it's a great one because the rest of the card to me is like toss-up fights, honestly, all the way through. The rest of the card is great. The main card is fucking great.
Right.
It's tough for betting, but it's great for fight fans. So this is another resolution for me is I do not want to bet every fucking fight like I did last year, bro. Like, holy fuck, bro. It made me not love the fight cards as much. Like, you're just always chasing the action. Like, I will tell you the fights that I refuse to touch this week. I ain't touching Selecki. I have no business touching Godzi versus Lopez. I won't be touching Trillo versus Pretoria. And most likely won't be touching Pele versus Medic. Those are just like, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Everything else feels like free game. Hey, I'm not trying to be a hater, fool. I'm sorry. It's just for me. That's how I feel personally for me. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I just don't care enough about the social side of MMA, bro.
I
I
follow a
don't
few
care.
fighters. Like
I
I
don't
follow
care how
Kevin
good.
Holland.
I don't care how good or bad a person is outside of. I don't care how much personality they have, because I'm kind of at a point in my fandom where I just like the fight portion of it. You know, I already know, like, we're lucky that most of these fools are fighting in a cage, because if not, they'd be beating our ass in a bar on Sundays. So that's kind of my thought on it. I don't want to sound like a douchebag or anything like that, but that's just like,
Nah, dude, you're a dick, bro. You're hurting
I just
people's
like the
feelings.
fight of it. Like, it's just like I love football. I don't follow football players, you know, like.
I follow my favorites, bro. Like I follow my team. I follow Terry McLaurin. I follow Jaden Daniels. But I'm a fanboy, bro. That's my
That's your
guys right
love, bro.
there.
Like, it's like I love my Cardinals, but I think you love your Redskins more than I love my Cardinals or your Commanders, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, we've been bad my
Like,
whole
it's
life.
crazy. Like, bro, you know how much I love everyone. Nao Inoue. My dog's named after him. I don't even follow that fool on Instagram, and my dog's named after him. Like, that just kind of shows you kind of where, like, how I feel about it, because I feel like it can also sway my betting, good and bad, which it should sometimes. Because sometimes you see how some fighters are slacking off, and sometimes you see how some fighters are killing it, right? So
I'm also glad we didn't have to play the Rams, Foo, because the way
bro,
I
the
look at it,
Vikings are tough. The Vikings are the dark horse in the NFC, bro. They're gonna
bro,
be pissed off after that last loss too. Bro, they
Sam
have
Darnold
two
was
number
bad.
one receivers. They have two number one receivers. Pretty decent O line.
Hey, you know
Sam
where Jordan
Darnold,
Addison's from?
didn't he go to TCU? Oh, but he's from Maryland. You froze. Just so you know, you froze. You froze in the funniest spot too. I wish I could get a photo of this.
Didn't he go to
Damn it.
where?
Did he go to I thought he went to TCU. I could be wrong.
Jordan Addison is from right where I'm sitting right now.
He's from Maryland.
He's from Frederick, Maryland.
He went to USC, bro. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
I didn't know
he's literally from. Maybe I shouldn't say him. It don't matter. Not too many people are watching. He's from Ballinger, bro. That motherfucker's from right here. So
right
I'm
here.
a
Oh,
Vikings
y'all be
fan.
rocking the Under Armour? Y'all got that Under Armour?
Right here. You already know what the fuck going on. But yeah, I'm happy we're playing the Bucks just because both of the teams have explosive offenses and the Bucks have a worse defense than the Rams. So give me the
Bro,
Bucks.
this year's playoffs is the shit, bro.
It's gonna be sick, man.
There's no doubt going to be an upset or two. I'm like, I feel that in my soul. It could be the Rams, bro. Because when the Rams are on fire, bro, Matthew Stafford is big of a dog, as accurate as quarterbacks could be. Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, it's as deadly as a receiver.
Kyron Williams, bro.
Kyron's a fucking gang. That's like a killer triple header. Tyler
Exactly.
Higbee's back. They got healthy at the right time.
Bro, there's a Frederick boy on the Rams too. Rob Havenstein. He's right from Frederick, Maryland. We're producing some athletes out here, bro.
Oh, right tackle, Mr. Hivens. He's been in the league forever. Bro,
Yeah,
I
man.
swear my nuts are twisted up, bro. I just coughed. My balls hurt. They've been feeling crazy when I've been walking, dog. And I'm like, it's like, fuck.
You might be getting varicose veins, bro.
Don't say that, motherfucker.
You just gotta go. You gotta go get a knot after this. Make sure you clear everything out.
Does that help?
It could, bro. It could. It might not. But yeah, I'm hyped. So yeah, Havenstein, bro. I played basketball in this area, and when we would have like open gyms, because I didn't play at the same school that he did, they would invite him to our open gyms. Him and his brother Jeff. Jeff is like 6'11", and Rob is like 6'8", and they would come in there. We would see him come, and we're like, God fucking damn it, these guys are way bigger than everyone in here, and we would have to play basketball against them, which is funny.
Bro, he's an NFL right tackle. No shit.
That boy was big. He'll miss 8 layups and get 9 rebounds and make the 9th layup.
All right, let's get back to fights. I know there's some fight fans like, what the fuck? We don't give a shit about this.
Roman Kopylov and Chris Curtis, middleweight bout.
If you care about NFL talk, we'll end it on a little NFL talk.
You already know. Who do you got in this banger?
Oh, you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
I wanted you to go first.
I'll go first.
I feel like I kind of wanted you to sway me a little bit more because
you already know.
Same stance fighters, which always has me in feeling one type of way.
All right. So this is my thing. When I look at Chris Curtis versus Roman Kopylov.
You froze, just so you know. 5 seconds and then resume.
Bro, what the fuck is going on with my Wi-Fi? I have no idea what's going on with this shit.
It could honestly be one of those things where you would have to reboot from the stream or something of that
Well, the
nature.
weather's real bad here, so it could have something to do with that, with the snow and everything's freezing over. It could be that. But my question is, I'm asking myself, who is a better striker? Because I know no one's shooting. Well, Chris Curtis certainly isn't shooting a takedown. Who's the better striker? And the answer to me is Roman Kopylov. And it's plain and simple. He has more tools that he uses when it comes down to striking. He can use his hands and he can use his kicks to create range, create distance. So he can attack the body with his kicks. And then once he starts damaging the body, then he starts to go up top. You know, leg kicks here and there. If you watch the Jack Hermanson fight, stay on the outside. The blueprint has already been put out on how to beat Chris Curtis. And that's don't box with him, kick box with him. And then you win the fight. And in my opinion, Chris Curtis is, how old is this motherfucker? He's 37. He's fighting a 33-year-old. He's 3 inches shorter. They have the same reach. And the better MMA striker is Roman Kopylov. And if anyone's going to use their wrestling, see, the thing is, I don't think Kopylov will be able to take Curtis down. I think we're looking at a straight kickboxing fight. Give me the better striker. Give me Roman Kopylov. He's a minus 250, which I don't like. But I like Roman Kopylov. If I'm picking to be right, I like Roman Kopylov in this fight. And his knockout is sitting at plus 275. That's not great. But that's what I would pick.
Well, this is the Knicks' first play the number play of the year. Hashtag play the number. Hashtag play the number. We're playing the number this week, boys. We're playing the number at plus 210, Chris Curtis. Mr. Chris Curtis, plus 210. We have Southpaw versus Southpaw. We have Roman Kopylov, who, yes, is the better striker, better arsenal of tools. But we have Chris Curtis, who's the better boxer and the better defensive-minded fighter. We also have Chris Curtis, who won't get taken down in this fight because he still has great takedown defense, no matter what MMA may have showed us. And let's continue on with this, too, as well. Chris Curtis, I think, is the better puncher with the better body punching. And yes, he's 37, but he's not the oldest 37-year-old I've ever seen. He seems to be, I don't want to say getting better with age, but he's not regressing as bad as I'd like to see. And one thing that I love, this fight is a tale of two halves, my friend. 7.5 minutes, Roman Kopylov's probably going to be winning, but he's going to slow down. He's going to be skirting the cage like he always does on the back foot. Pop, pop, kick, leg kick, pop kick, high kick. All these things that cost a lot of energy. Chris Curtis is going to stay calm in his Philly shell, blocking, checking, maybe defending some takedowns. And in the last 7.5 minutes of it, it's going to be Chris Curtis. And I think Chris Curtis is going to land the bigger, more damaging shots, and he's going to body punch at some point. Give me Chris Curtis. Hashtag play the number, plus 210. Thank you, sir.
My boy in the chat, that's geek. Yeah, okay. I don't hate on it. Yeah, I don't hate on it. We're going to see. It's going to be a good one, dude. We have a lot of opposite-sided picks this card. I absolutely love that. Of course, we're going to have to cook up a couple Nick and Mike together parlays, but two-leggers, three-legger tops if we want to get a little crazy. But I'm liking straights and two legs, too, this year. We're here to make some bread. We're here to hopefully make some of our homies bread. And, yeah, we going to be live this year. I'm excited for Chris Curtis and Roman Kopylov regardless of what happens. It's a banger. One of us wins in the Mike versus Nick picks, which is cool. And then we got a second middleweight bout following this one, and it's going to be Cesar Almeida versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan. And this one's interesting to me, bro. This one is very interesting to me. We got the judo. What is his name? Judo monster, judo killer or something.
Thought it was like Judo Thunder.
Judo. So is he going to use it? And if he uses it, will he be able to keep Caesar down?
Judo Meister, maybe Judo Meister.
Yeah, the judo lightning, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
I think it's like Judo Thunder or some shit.
Judo Thunder sounds right. That sounds right.
I don't know, bro. I can very rarely remember fucking Al Hassan fucking using judo. I think of him.
No, he doesn't use it. He does not.
I think of him as a knockout artist that's kind of chinny. His cardio's gotten better over the years, but he used to have really gas bag worthy cardio. I remember him from knocking out Sabahu Masi fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And then Cesar Almeida, And then they matched him up again with Sabah Amasi and got him knocked out again. They hated that guy. They hated that fucking guy. Back-to-back fights. Not even 6 months in between each other, got him knocked out. Anyways, remember when you remember real quick, y'all remember when Al Hassan's career was almost ruined by that one bitch?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, that's crazy. If you don't know, look up Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
There we go.
Google his story. And I'll leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. With that being said, Cesar Almeida is so fucking underwhelming. And it's like, it's weird. It's a weird underwhelming. It's not that he doesn't do much, but he doesn't do much at all. He's slightly defensively sound, but he can be taken down. But he's not held down. Right?
Yeah. Well, he got held down by Kopylov, though.
And I just don't feel like he fucking is the power puncher and striker that everyone makes him seem. This is a fade fight completely to me, to be honest with you. And what's the over-under? If it's 2.5 on this, I would have to take the under, I guess.
Dude, my thing is Will.
Bro, the over-under is 1.5 at plus 135. That's so garbage. That's so fucking garbage, bro.
I feel like, dude, I just Cesar Almeida has not been very impressive to me. Not that Al Hassan is the most impressive guy either, but he has rockets. And I mean, I'm not going to base a pick off of will he use his judo, and if he does, will he be able to gain control and then ground and pound? I'm not going to base it off things that we have not seen happen, but like, yeah, mostly a stay away for me. And the thing is, Abdul by knockout is only plus 350, which isn't even that juicy. But as far as a pick, I kind of want to take the 39-year-old Abdul Razak Al Hassan. I just am not impressed with Caesar.
He's not an old 39 either, bro, because he literally didn't fight for 3 years of his career, so he wasn't taking damage over that time. And he's African.
Yeah, he got that African blood, bro.
They got different. They're different, bro.
Yeah.
They're fucking different. I don't think people understand. Like, different athletic genes, fucking beast, bro. They don't age. Black don't crack, baby. Like, that's not bullshit.
And he was eating from Joe Piper, too. Joe Piper was cracking his shit.
Just so you know, dog, I'm kind of tempted to go with you. At plus 200, plus 205, tell me this isn't a play the number line, too. This is an even money line. My dog just farted, bro. It smells horrendous. Damn, bro, that smells crazy.
Like straight natural gases.
No, it smells like he just shit in here.
Yeah, dogs be having the worst farts, bro.
That smells crazy, bro. I had to look to see if he's shit in here. With that being said, bro, I think this is the Nick and Mike pick. Let's take Al Hassan. Let's play him straight.
Yeah.
We don't have to chase a knockout. Let's play him straight at plus 205. Why not? You know money's going to come in on Almeida. You know the casual money's going to come in on Almeida. And there's not enough sharp money that's going to come in on Al Hassan. Because it's a 50-50 fight. At best, it's a minus 130 fight for Cesar Almeida. Plus 205 is fucking whopping in this case. Let's play the number. Hashtag play the number.
Let's go. All right, so we're both rocking with Al Hassan. That's something I love to see. If he goes out there and gets starched, I'm confident he doesn't. And if he loses, I'm thinking it's going to be by decision anyway. Cesar Almeida isn't. He's just not what he's been hyped out to be. It was supposed to be this, he beat Poatan. I'm pretty sure he beat him by decision. And he also lost to him twice.
Let's not act like Poatan's not chinny. He does have chinny. He's naturally chinny. We can say he gets rocked. You're telling me, bro, at some point in his career, he didn't get rocked or didn't have a loss of a fight when he had hundreds of kickboxing fights? Get the fuck out of here. It happens. It fucking happens. This next fight's hard for me to cap, bro. Ponzinibbio, Carlston, Harris.
Easy.
Then what you got?
Bro, Santiago Ponzinibbio is not losing to Carlston Harris. I'll put everything on that.
Harris looked fucking like shit.
Bro, he just jumped from minus 130.
I literally just saw it to minus 142.
As I said it out loud, Siri was listening, bro. Every time someone says something about Santiago Ponzinibbio, the line's going to go crazy.
What, you think that's like a sign from God that Ponzi's like, you're that confident? Because that's a great line.
Yeah, man, I'm confident. Well, just the thing is, and there were more people than I would expect over the course of the last few years that have been very high on Carlston Harris, and I just never understood why. I think even though Santiago
It's that
Ponzinibbio,
front choke. He has a sick front choke.
yeah, he
series,
does,
bro.
but
That
he's not
on the
catching
anaconda.
Ponzinibbio on that. He's not catching Ponzinibbio on that. He's not out striking him. He's not out wrestling him. I don't see where, unless Ponzinibbio is gassed and shoots a shitty takedown and gets ninja choked against the cage. Santiago and Jacoby Smith.
Plus 102, dog.
Oh, God.
And you know how I feel about Austin Bashy. You could even put in Austin Bashy. Let's say you just put in, I'm not doing the threer, but that's like one of those mix and match things where if you feel that confident about Ponzi, because to me, I'm like, I don't know how to take this fight. It's Carlston Harris, who's a finisher. He has that crazy, weird left check hook. It's a weird check left hook that he throws very wide, but when it hits, it stumbles people. And he has a good front choke series. And Ponzinibbio has not been fucking impressive at all his last few fights, bro.
But Salakov's good, bro. Salikov will beat the shit out of Carlston Harris.
Yeah, but Morono, it wasn't that overly impressive until the third round. Holland fight was very iffy, to say the least. Like, and Ponzinibbio, bro, I don't know, bro. It could be that blood infection that took away his prime years. He used to be a beast, bro. That Neil Magny fight is one of the most destructive destructive performances I've ever seen in my life. The way he shot Neil Magny down like a tree and then rocked him and beat his fucking ass was next level. But Mike, I'm going to trust you this one. I'm going to trust that Carlston Harris one-trick pony anaconda front choke series will not work here. Ponzinibbio is a veteran enough, hopefully, to stay away from that. Let's take Ponzi at minus 142. It was even money all fucking week.
Yeah, I just really like, obviously you're making me a little bit more nervous now, but I am going to stand with Ponzinibbio, like you said, he's been a little bit sus lately, but I mean, that war with Jeff Neal was fire. Carlston Harris, he does have that awkward striking and he can carry like a weird amount of power. But I feel like Ponzinibbio is slick enough where that weird, awkward striking isn't going to connect. And I feel like Ponzinibbio is going to be able to pick him apart unless we see him come out there. Because against Salikov,
Ponzinibbio's smartest decision would be to go back to the leg kicks that he used to throw. If he goes back to the leg kick, Carlston Harris with his awkward long stance could get chopped down like a fucking tree.
And he just got nuked. He got absolutely fucking nuked in his last fight.
That wasn't Jeremiah Wells, was it?
It was Chaos Williams. He got fucking
my
nuked.
God. Chaos.
Yeah, Chaos just fights one. He's like a realtor. He owns a realty business and he just like is selling houses.
Dresses like fucking Nelly in the early 2000s, like a pimp.
And he just comes out, sleeps one guy, and then just goes back to his other job.
And he has good cardio too as well. So
that's gonna play I think that's gonna play a factor. Carlston Harris, brain still rattled. Santiago Ponzinibbio looked like he was afraid to get hit against Salikov. But
Carlston Harris isn't a puncher like that, bro.
Salikov doesn't throw
that weird spinning back kick shit. So
yeah, I like Ponzi here. I'm a little bit more nervous since you trusted in me, but like, bro, I was like, I've been like razor sharp confident.
Don't let my trust fool you from saying this guy will not lose to Carlston Harris.
I don't think he will.
Then in that case, I'm gonna ride with you, brother.
Let's go.
As Lil Wayne says in Sky's the Limit, I'm a ride with my motherfucking.
Hey, throwback. That's a throwback at this point, bro. That's just got to be 15 years old.
I fucking listen to it every day. I'm gonna make big plays. I don't listen to it every day, but when I'm about to make like a big play, like when I put like big plays on boxing, I always put on the song Sky's the Limit. It's fucking slapper.
That's fire, dude.
We made it to the main event already, dog. Mackenzie Dern and Amanda Ribas. I know my dog's hyped. He's pissed I didn't take him a walk after practice, so I'm going to take him after this. I think Mackenzie Dern has gotten better over time. Her toughness and cardio is never in question. Same thing with Amanda Ribas, toughness and cardio. Amanda Ribas has been underwhelming to me, but at this weight class, she's 6-1. Mackenzie Dern is always underwhelming to me, but it seems like she has power in her hands. She can crack now. I still think Mackenzie Dern is naturally the better jiu-jitsu practitioner too, even though Ribas is good at jiu-jitsu. I've seen a lot of people on Ribas this week, and I think I'm going to take the dog in Mackenzie Dern at plus 160. Give me Dump Truck Dern at plus 160. And I am going to sprinkle Dump Truck Dern by finish at plus 350.
Yeah, a lot of people have been on Ribas. So they were originally supposed to fight.
And I know the first they did. You know, Then they fought before.
Yeah, but they fought before, but they were supposed to fight at the end of 2024, and they were pick'ems, and the fight got rescheduled, and now Ribas is a 2-1 favorite. So even though
Ribas low-key beat her ass in the first fight.
Yeah.
But
So
I think Mackenzie has gotten worlds better, and I think it's a trend thing. I think Ribas has gotten just slightly worse as compared to Dern is getting better.
for me, I was like, okay, so let's say in December, I'm leaning Ribas at a pick'em. I'm like, yeah, I'll probably take her to win again at pick'ems. And now I'm seeing 2-1 favorite for Ribas, and I'm like, it was close already, low key. I mean, I'm willing to take a stab at Mackenzie Dern as well. I love Mackenzie Dern. I won't feel dumb if Ribas wins. I know that's definitely a reality, but at the same time, pick'em odds earlier or late 2024, and now with no fight, nothing happened, just a rescheduling. It's 2-1 odds for Ribas. So I'm willing to take a dog stab on that one as well. I like Mackenzie Dern. I like Ribas as well. I think it's going to be a close fight. So this could be one. This could be one where if there's a split decision prop, it could go crazy.
Well, let's see. There should be a split decision prop. These are the first props that drop was for the main event. Let me go look right now.
There's split or oh my god, it's plus 300. That's retarded.
That's not worth it, bro.
Nah, I was thinking plus 850, bro.
Let's do something new this year. Before we go, let's pick our favorite fight to go to split decision. I'm genuinely.
It would have been that.
It sucks that they don't have it. I think it's going to be Trey Ogden Moises. I think that's going to be a iffy back and forth decision, an icky one. And because I can also see this being a split decision, Kopylov, Chris Curtis.
I was looking at that. It's plus 350, bro. They're hip to the odds now.
Well, Kopilov's plus 450. And Chris Curtis is plus 1,200. So the juice is on Chris Curtis in that bad boy.
That's crazy, bro.
So, yeah, man. My favorite plays this week, Austin Bashi. Jacoby Smith by finish. When they do give us the by finish props will be nice. You talked me into Ponzinibbio. And I like Mackenzie Dern. I like Mackenzie Dern a decent amount. I think these odds should be pick'em odds. And Mackenzie Dern at plus 160. Oh, I got the hiccups now. All that.
Did I freeze?
I don't know. It looks like you just saw a ghost, though.
So I was looking at it. Obviously, I'm going to play the twos, but Jacoby Smith, Austin Bashi, and if you want to throw in Santiago Ponzinibbio, that's plus 177. But I really do like the Jacoby and Bashi parlay at minus 161. I think the more I look at it, I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just make that my biggest bet of the week. My 161, I'll probably put 170 on it, give myself $100, and I feel very confident about it. I know everyone's going to be on C-Rod, but I think Austin Bashi is not going to death gas. So Please keep that in mind, everyone, when betting on C-Rod. C-Rod, like I said, slick. I have these hiccups. Fuck. All right, y'all.
Hiccups, bro.
I'm fucking out of here now with the hiccups. I got to walk my dog. I appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Bet responsibly. UFC is back in full force. UFC Vegas 101 this week. Let's get after it, y'all.
Let's make some money. And don't forget to bet responsibly. And live betting is some of the best money making you'll find in MMA. Don't be a douchebag. Peace.
Peace.